Mary, the bridge to Jesus. Sister, when you entrust your heart to Mary, something mysterious and beautiful happens. She never keeps it for herself. Her whole mission is to bring you closer to Jesus, her Son. She's like a gentle bridge between your fragile human heart and the infinite heart of God. She never points to herself. She always points to Him. Think of Cana, where she noticed the need before anyone else, and said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." That is what she whispers to you each night. You can trust her because she will always lead you to Jesus. This is why her presence before sleep is such a gift. At night, the soul becomes vulnerable. It is then that fears can creep in, doubts can echo louder, and old wounds resurface. But when you place yourself in her hands, she carries you into the embrace of her Son. She wraps you in her mantle, and through that mantle you are covered by Christ Himself. In this way, Mary does not replace Jesus, she magnifies Him. Just as she sang in her Magnificat, "My soul magnifies the Lord," so too does her intercession magnify His mercy in your life. Sister, imagine her presence in your room tonight. She comes not with loud words, but with a quiet strength. She kneels beside your bed as a mother would kneel beside her child. She takes your hand, and in that tender gesture, she offers you to Jesus. Her very gaze lifts you upward, from your worries to His mercy. Can you see how this changes everything? Suddenly, prayer is no longer something you struggle to make. It becomes a response to the love she's already drawing you into. But you may ask, why do we need Mary as this bridge? Why can't we go directly to Jesus? Sister, you surely can. He is always near. Yet God in His wisdom has given us Mary as a mother because He knows our hearts sometimes need that motherly presence. We need someone who understands our humanity, our frailty, our fears, and who can carry us gently when we feel too weak to walk alone. Mary does this with a tenderness unlike any other. Think of your own life. There may have been times when you found it easier to confide in another woman, a sister, a friend, a mother, because she understood in a way others did not. In the same way, Mary listens with a heart that knows the depth of your sorrow and the height of your joy. And then, with perfect love, she leads you to her Son, the only one who can heal completely. Tonight, as you prepare for rest, you are invited not only to entrust your burdens to her, but also to allow her to guide you more deeply into Christ. The peace you receive from her is not hers alone, it is His peace flowing through her. When she places her hand upon your heart, she is really placing Jesus within you. But perhaps you wonder, if Mary brings me closer to Jesus, how does this closeness transform my family, my relationships, and the hidden struggles of those I love? This is what we will uncover as we continue. Mary, Queen of the Family and Healer of Relationships. Sister, one of the greatest blessings of entrusting your heart to the Blessed Mother is that her care does not stop with you alone. When you place yourself in her hands, she extends her mantle over those you love, your children, grandchildren, friends, and even those who may have wounded you. Mary is not only your mother, she is the queen of every Christian home, the silent visitor who enters where she is invited and fills the atmosphere with peace. Think of Nazareth. The house was simple, hidden, poor in worldly terms. Yet it was rich beyond measure because Mary's presence made it holy. Where she is, there is tenderness, unity, and prayer. Sister, your own home can become a reflection of Nazareth. When you entrust your family to her, she teaches you how to live in patience, how to forgive, how to create an environment where hearts can breathe again. Perhaps tonight your heart aches for your family. Maybe there is division between siblings, silence between parents and children, or pain caused by words that cannot be taken back. Maybe you carry the secret grief of watching a loved one wander far from God. These burdens can feel heavier than any personal trial, because love makes us vulnerable. And yet Mary knows this pain. She too knew the sorrow of losing the child Jesus in the temple, the fear of exile into Egypt, the anguish of standing at the foot of the cross. She understands the tears you shed for your family, and she offers to carry them into her Son's healing presence. Sister, do not underestimate the power of her intercession in your home. How many stories throughout the centuries tell of families reconciled, marriages healed, children returning to faith, all through the rosary, through consecration, through the simple act of placing a household in Mary's care. She works quietly like a mother tending to her family, softening hearts, opening doors, planting seeds of grace. You may not see change overnight, but in God's time her prayers bear fruit. Here's what you can do tonight. When you kneel in prayer, say aloud the names of those in your family who need peace. Speak them slowly, one by one, and hand them to Mary. Visualize her gathering each one into her arms, pressing them close to her immaculate heart and whispering their names to Jesus. This act of faith has a power you cannot measure because love moves heaven. And now, sister, let us act together in faith. Please write in the comments these words: Mary, bless my family. It is more than a phrase. It is a prayer of trust. It is your way of placing your home under her mantle, inviting her presence into every room, every heart, every hidden place in need of healing. But perhaps you still ask, how can Mary help me personally when my spirit grows weary, when I feel alone in my struggles, or when night feels too heavy for me to bear? This is what we will reflect on in the next part. So if you want to hear the last part of this prayer, remember to subscribe to this channel and come back here tomorrow. Then I will continue this reflection. We will also touch on another very important issue that you cannot miss. May God bless you, dear sister. Remember to share this prayer so that we can create a community in prayer, praise God together, and support each other.